Hi everyone, so my name is Shivani, and like Dr. Joe said, today I'll be talking to you about the impact of colors in our everyday lives. Should you wear red when you're feeling blue? So before we start, I want you to imagine the title of the movie Mean Girls. The title is a bright pink color. Now, what might be a reason for this color choice? Well, pink is commonly associated as a feminine color, and this tells us that this movie is about a group of girls. Now, there are various shades of pink. Imagine if the title was a pale pink instead of a bright pink. Does this pale pink represent the topic of the movie as well as the bright pink does? Well, for many, the bright pink represents a sense of boldness, while a pale pink represents innocence. And the pale pink would not have represented the topic of the movie as well as the bright pink color does, about a group of mean, bold girls. And what this tells us is that color can be used as a tool to enhance the meaning of certain objects and things like the topic of a movie. So, color, it's all around us, and we can see millions of different colors. Color processing first begins in the retina. We have 3 different types of cone cells which detect color: short, medium, and long. Each of these cone cells are sensitive to a specific range of wavelengths. Short wave cones perceive blue, medium wave cones perceive green, and long wave cones perceive red. Information from the retina then goes to the visual cortex for further processing. Now, when humans see colors or we think of a color, we associate it with certain meanings. For example, when we see red, we might think of romance or anger. When we think of blue, we might think of very calm feeling, or we might feel extremely sad. These associations with color can be understood through semantic memory models. What these models say is that when we have information about an event, it is stored in a network of information which also stores conceptual information like color. So when you think of Valentine's Day, its association with red is automatically activated. And this is because, from our past experiences, red has always been used to represent this event. And so there's an association being made between the event and the color. So color, because of these associations, color has also been shown to have an impact on our mood, behavior, judgments, and also our expectations. So firstly, colors in our environment affect our mood and behavior. A study has shown that employees rated their mood as being higher when there is colorful and vivid decorations at work as opposed to just a plain colored wall. Another study has also shown that paint color in a restaurant can affect your mood as well. For example, the color red can actually make you feel more hungry. It increases your appetite and your metabolism, and it could be a reason why many fast food restaurants use this color. Another color that is used in restaurants is the color blue. Blue has a very calming effect, and this results in customers staying in a restaurant for longer because they feel very comfortable. It results in them eating more, and therefore it increases the restaurant's sales. Now, this impact of color on our mood and behavior can also be seen in marketing. For example, when we think of a logo. Imagine looking at this black and white McDonald's logo compared to the original red and yellow. For McDonald's, the very famous product is their Happy Meal. And for many people, the colors red and yellow are more likely to elicit happiness and excitement much more than black and white. So what this shows us is that companies can use colors to their advantage to attract customers, because colors can be used to elicit happiness, like feelings like happiness and excitement. And these feelings are elicited because of the associations made in our memory between color and certain feelings. Secondly, we can also use colors to make judgments about people. As we saw, we used judgments to understand the topic of a movie. Here we make judgments about people. When we see a newborn baby wrapped in blue, it's a boy, no questions asked. When the baby is wrapped in pink, it's a girl, and no questions asked. And this is because of the association formed between color and gender. Lastly, colors can also affect our expectation of food flavors. A study has shown that when people see a red-colored drink, we expect it to taste like strawberries or cherries. When we see an orange-colored drink, we expect it to taste like oranges. And this is because of the association formed in our memory from our past experiences between colors and flavors. However, the associations formed between colors and certain things are not the same for everyone. They can differ between cultures. So for example, the white color in Eastern cultures represents mourning, but in Western cultures represents marriages and unions. So what this shows us is that colors do have meaning for everyone, however, they can differ based on our cultures. So lastly, colors, they're all around us. They affect our moods and behaviors, they affect our judgments, and they affect our expectation of food flavors. So knowing that colors affect our mood, you can now decide what color you might want to paint your room. Knowing that colors affect your judgments, you might decide what movie you want to watch the next time you go to the theater just by the colors that you see. And it might also help you to understand why people wearing red it might help you to understand why for some people wearing red might uplift their mood when they feel sad. Thank you.